Yo YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy SalvationsElite, and we are back with another video, guys. And today we are talking about Black Ops 4 and like common mistakes that guys make in Black Ops 4. These are some things I've noticed right away from what I've seen in Black Ops 4 guys playing it, talking to some friends, some common mistakes people have been doing. I want to keep this short and sweet because I want to get back to playing Black Ops 4. I think I've said that in both these videos I posted so far, but like it's so true. I just want to keep playing it, grinding the crap out of Black Ops 4. Getting back to playing great, and I can't wait to do that. So with that said, let's hop right in and talk about these issues. So the first issue that I think a lot of people are having, and this is pretty common for newer players, or I mean even veterans can struggle with this, is challenging too long or not having the patience to wait it out in a challenge. So maybe you'll spot somebody, you peek, you hit 1 or 2 shots, and then you know, they get a nice little head glitch up. They get a nice head glitch on. Maybe you don't have the, you're not a pro. You don't shoot always 100% straight, which if you don't, go check out the shooting straight video, the how to improve your gun skill and aiming. That video would be sick. Little plug there, baby. Oh, baby. Challenging too long and not having the patience to put yourself in the best position to get kills can be a big problem for players in competitive or in just normal pubs and just casual gameplay. Like, I know for a fact that I'll get too aggressive and push something I just don't need to push. And in a game mode like Control, where lives are really important, you just cannot be doing that. And, you know, so stuff like that is really important. Just, again, you might want to shoulder peek something. So like that, in that situation, shoulder peeking is where you don't actually see the player, but you shoulder peek it. So you're like, side of your shoulder will pop out and he'll shoot at your shoulder. That'll let you know if he's looking or not. And if he's not looking, then you pop out, you get the ADS down on him first, and then that gives you an advantage. Maybe you peek out, you hit him once or twice, you reposition, and you know, you trap him in a new way. You got to be a little bit creative in Call of Duty, guys, and I mean that's a big issue, and that's something I know that like in Black Ops 4 with the med ups, the regens, the stem packs, you know, the armor, there's a lot of different things now where challenging can be a lot different than in previous Call of Duties. And I would say being patient is extremely important. Knowing when to be aggressive is, I mean, obviously important, but patience is almost always just as good of a play as being aggressive in most situations. And at the end of the day, if you want a nice KD in Call of Duty Black Ops 4, I guess, patience is always the best way to go. The next thing is mini-map awareness. I think for most newer players, mini-map awareness is probably the toughest thing when it comes to Call of Duty, being aware of teammates' positioning. So say you're on a domination point and you see that basically most of your teammates are on the left side of the map. That means you know that, you know, there's lots going down on the left side. The right side's open for players to come. So you want to go fill the gaps. You want to always try to find the places where there aren't your team, which is where the enemy is going to be, and allows you to be a little bit more predictive than reactive. And being predictive is always better in Call of Duty, and really almost always better in life if you can be good at being predictive. So again, fill the holes where your teammates aren't. That's where you should go. So if most of your teammates are going left, you need to go right. You need to go on the right lane, maybe instead of the left lane or the middle lane. You know, fill those holes. And that allows you to be predictive, paying attention and keeping track of the dots you see on the minimap. So if you see a hostile, you see that dot real quick, understand that, okay, if he's sitting top, and if he knows that, you know, there's hostiles shooting at him top, he might understand that somebody might be pushing him. So you need to expect that he's expecting, you know, and just be aware. Just pre-aim corners. Be, you know, again, predictive of what's going to be happening and understanding and remembering those dots on the minimap. It takes a lot of practice, and you're going to get better at it the more you play. But at the beginning, it's going to be a little difficult. And then again, understanding dead spots is kind of similar to what I was talking about at the beginning. Just if there's a dead spot on the minimap where your team isn't, be aware that that's probably where the enemy is. I think a lot of young players just don't really understand that, and they go with the flow. They follow their teammates. And once you get good, I literally don't ever follow my teammates nowadays. I'm almost always looking for the flank route. I'm looking for the best way, in pubs at least, looking for the flank route, looking for the best route to get the best angle on the enemies, and that's usually where my teammates aren't, because that's where the hostiles are looking, is where our teammates are. The third thing is just kind of like a class setup thing, which, I mean, I'm making a class setups video as well in the next day or two, so look out for that. But the issue is people have secondaries on their subs, and I've never understood. They have red dots on their subs. You don't need those on your subs. Like, you don't need secondaries. You don't need a shotgun behind your submachine gun. You don't need a pistol behind your submachine gun. Just pick up a gun off the ground. You know, people are always like, well, what if I run out of ammo? Well, who cares? You just pick up another gun. pick up a gun of the guy you kill. You don't need a secondary weapon on a submachine gun class especially, and even on most AR classes I won't run a submachine gun, usually maybe only on the burst weapons. And even with ARs I rarely run a secondary. Maybe with the burst weapons you'll run a secondary. We'll talk about that more in the class tips video, but that's just a kind of a third quick tip. I want to do 3 quick ones to keep you guys going so you guys can get right back into playing Black Ops 4, because I want to get back into playing Black Ops 4, and that's what we're going to do. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys learned something, you know, good or important that can make you guys better at Call of Duty. If you guys enjoy the video, like, comment, favorite, and subscribe. I really do appreciate that, and I love seeing your comments down below, and I'm trying to do this full time at some point, and I can't do that without you guys. But as always, I'm your boy SalvationsElite, and we'll see you next time. I'm out. We'll be talking more about spawns and how to get better at understanding those more in the future. You really have to care about your minimap and what's on there. If you see a hostile red dot appear on that minimap, you have to understand that, you know, okay, there's a hostile there. Now, where did he go? You have to think about, where did that dot go